Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this JavaScript tutorial I will show you how to restrict 0 in first digit, or you can say it first character. That means guys, here you can see this is the age field. So when it's a age field, so you cannot write here 0 2. Okay, so suppose someone's age is up to 9, so see he will write like this way: 9 8 2 3, like this way, but he cannot write 0 3 0 8 0 7 like this way. So that time you cannot write 0 as a first character in the age field. If suppose someone's age is like 20, so he can write like this way, but when the age is 2, so that time he cannot write 0 2. So that time you have to be restrict 0 as a first digit from your input field. So you made this type of scenario. Actually I face this type of scenario, so that's why I'm making this video. So here I will write the custom JavaScript code and I will try to explain how it works. So for that guys, first of all I will go to my Visual Studio Code editor. So guys, here you can see I have already opened index.html file, and in this index.html file I will write all the code. So here you can see I have added some link here. So this is the first link is Bootstrap CSS, and the second link is Foundation, and this link is for sorry guys, this second link is for Google Font, and this is Foundation link, and this is CS custom CSS. And here is the some script tag. You can see the first is jQuery, second is Bootstrap.js, and this is custom.js. So don't focus on this link because it's not usable in this functionality. Okay, so don't focus on this link and this script tag also. So guys, now I will start to write the code. So first of all, inside this body tag I have to be write a input input field. So first of all, here I will write deep class. I will add a container. So container, you know, it's a Bootstrap class. Okay, so inside this Bootstrap class add some space from left and right. So this is not important in this functionality, but I am writing this container for adding space from left and also right. And inside this container class I will create an input field. So input type text. Okay, and here inside this placeholder I will write enter age. So save, and now here I will refresh. So you can see here it's a input field, and now inside this input field, now you can see if suppose someone's age is up to 9, like 6, so he cannot write like this way 0 6. He can write like this way 6. But when someone's age is 10 20, so that time he can write 10 20. So first character 0 we have to be restrict in age from age field. Okay, so he cannot write 0 0 like this way. He can write like 1 0 0 if it's a age field. So that's why you may face this type of scenario. Okay, so that's why I'm making this video. So guys, now here first of all I will write a ID, and ID is demo, and here I will write a method is on key down. So on key down, and here I will write 0 restrict. So this is our method name. So method name you can write as per your choice, and ID name you can write as per your choice. And now guys, I will copy this method name, and here I will add a script tag. Okay, and inside this script tag I will just define this method. So you can define two ways, like function using a function keyword like this way. Otherwise you can use here fade arrow function. Fade arrow functions, the syntax of fade arrow function is function name equals to parenthesis, then equals to an arrow. So you can like method name like this way also, but here I will use normal function. So here just I will use a function keyword like this way, and here is the parenthesis. So this way I will define. And now guys, our main thing is I need the value of this input property. Like suppose here is the value property. Okay, value property. So I need the value, I mean because I will restrict 0 0 value from the input field when user press first value is 0. So that way I will restrict. So I need the value from first of all here from here. So for that I have added a id. So now guys, here first of all where I will write value, variable name is value. So variable name you can write as per your choice. I said that. And now here document dot get element by id, and the id is this id demo. And here, so if I suppose if I store the id from in this value variable, and now inside this console dot log, and if I print this value in the console, so let's check it what it's returning the output. So now save, and I will refresh, and in the console I will go here. So here is the console. So again just I will refresh. So it's not showing anything because this method I called when I will press any key, I mean I will down any key. So guys, here you can see why I have written key down method, because guys when just I will down a key, so that time I want to execute this function. Because if suppose user add 0, so that time if I execute this function, so it will not be workable, because already user have added 0. I mean here if I shown here, suppose if user add 0, so that time user already added 0, so that time if I execute this function, so it will not be workable. So for that I have written on key down, because when user just down the key, so that time I want to execute this function. I mean it will not add any value, just user down a key, so that time I will execute the function. So that's why I have written on key down method. And guys, this method I have call inside this input field. So that's why guys, suppose now if I press 0, so you can see I'm getting all the things, I mean all the input field and also the value attribute. Okay, so now I just need the value attribute. So guys, for that here we can write like dot value. Okay, so now here this inside this value variable I have stored this thing. And now if I refresh here, and now if I press 0, so you can see first of all it's not showing anything because guys I have told you that is first of all when I will down a key, so that time it will execute a method. So that's why it's not showing anything. And now guys, suppose if I press A, so you can see it's showing the first one, not A, because it's a key down event. First of all when I will down the key, so that time it will execute. So that's why first of all it's a blank, and then when I will press A, so it's showing the 0. And the same way if I press now B, so you can see the second value is showing A. So because that's why I have written the key down method here, because when user will down a key, so that time just user down a key, not entering a value. So that's why user when down will press, or you can say down the key of 0, so that time the method will be executed and user cannot press 0. Okay, so I hope you have understand. If you have any doubts, you can write in comment. And now guys, here I will write like window dot event. So inside this console dot log, if I press window dot event, so let's check it what I will get. So now this window means guys, here whatever you are watching here, so that's the window. So what which event I will fire here, I mean mouse key down click event, so that time I will get in console, because I have printed window dot event inside this console. And this window dot event I have assigned inside this method, and this method I have called in this input field. So that means when I will fire any event in this input field, so that time I will get this in console. And just here I have written on key down method. So that means when I will press any key in this input field, so that time it will be, this method will fire, and inside this method I have printed this window dot event. So let's check it now. So if I refresh and now inspect, and I will go to console, and now if I press 0, so you can see I'm getting the event. So here you can see it's a keyboard event because I have pressed key from my keyboard, so that's why it's a keyboard event. And here you can see all the things you will get here. So character code is 0 and code is digit 0, and here is the key 0. So here three things you are getting here. So key code is 48. So using this type of unique thing you can write a condition. So here I will use key, but you can use key code for writing this condition. When the key code is 48, so like this way you can write this condition, but here I will write on when the key is 0, so like this way. So now guys, here I will write a if condition. So if and this value, so in this value field I'm getting all the value whatever I'm typing in this input field. So value dot length. So when value dot length is 0, so that means guys, when user will press any value from keyboard, so that time first value the length is 0. So that means guys, here I am trying to write a condition, that is when user the first value, so because length is 0, so when the length is 0 and this window dot event, so this window dot event and window dot event key is dot key is 0, because guys here you can see the key is 0. So that means when user will press the first value, I mean the length is 0 and window dot event the key is 0. So when the length is user will press the first value because length is 0 and key is 0, so that time I will write a condition. So that time here I will write window dot event dot prevent default. So prevent default will restrict the thing. Prevent default means guys, here just you will stop the things. So it's same like return false. Return false, that means it will stop to execute. So that say it's same like window dot prevent default. So here I have written window dot prevent default, and also I will write return false. So you can write return false or not as per your choice. Either you can write or not, because I have written window dot prevent default. It's similar like just return false also. So now guys, when again I'm trying to explain, that is when the value of the length is 0 and the length is 0, and that time user if press 0 key from the keyboard, so that time it will start execute false. So now save it and here refresh. So I don't need this console, and now if I press 0, so you can see I cannot the method is not executing because here for this condition. Okay, but now if I press anything like 8 0, so you can see it's working. So that means guys, first digit 0 it's restrict here. So hope guys you have understand, and if you like this video, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get more update. If you press the notification bell icon, so when I will upload any kind of video, so that will reach up to you.